Well, right now, a Michigan judge is deciding whether former President Donald Trump will appear on the 2024 state ballot for president or not. Just this morning, oral arguments were made in a Grand Rapids courtroom over the Secretary of State's power to leave Trump off the ballot. The lawsuit citing the 14th Amendment, which in part says no one shall hold office after engaging in insurrection or rebellion against the Constitution. Just Wednesday, the Minnesota Supreme Court ruled in favor of keeping Trump on the ballot for next year's GOP primary there. I talked with voters today in Madison Heights about the case in Michigan. What's your thoughts on the efforts to keep the former president off the ballot in 2024 here in Michigan? What are your thoughts on that? Oakland and Macomb County voters weighing in on the prospect that Donald Trump, the leading candidate to be the Republican nominee for president, wouldn't be on the ballot here in Michigan. Before hearing their answers, a refresher on why it's a possibility in the first place. Activists are suing Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson in an attempt to force her to keep the former president off the ballot and for her to decide if he's constitutionally qualified to be president again. They cite a section of the 14th Amendment that says those who take an oath to uphold the Constitution are banned from future office if they engaged in insurrection. Similar lawsuits have been filed in Colorado and Minnesota, where just yesterday, its Supreme Court dismissed the suit to keep him off the state's primary ballot.
This is a matter of Robert Davis versus Jocelyn Benson.
In Grand Rapids this morning, lawyers for both Secretary Benson and former President Trump, along with one of the activists bringing the suit, arguing before Judge James Redford.
If not the Secretary of State, then who?
But the question here is who has the authority to determine whether a candidate for the office of President of the United States has engaged in insurrection such that he should be disqualified from either seeking or holding that office.
So Michigan voters say it's them that should decide.
Almost regardless of what he's done. I mean, it depends. I think it should be on the ballot and people should get to choose. I mean, if they don't want him, they won't pick him.
Someone did do an insurrection. They shouldn't probably be on the ballot, but I don't think President Trump did.
I believe everybody's innocent until proven guilty, and we shouldn't rush to judgment right now. So I don't think they should take any actions until there's a guilty verdict.
Now, there's also a matter of timing with all of this. The legislature is expected to adjourn Tuesday, allowing the 90 days to set in for the legislation that moves the primary here to February 27th instead of March, which also shrinks the time for this process to play out in time for ballots to be printed and sent to troops overseas. And then the judge said he wouldn't rule from the bench today. He has a lot to consider, of course, and there's roughly the January 1st deadline that they set on in court today for not only this decision from him, but also all the appeals to play out too.
Yeah, so is this a federal responsibility? That's the biggest issue.
Yep,
Yeah.
and this
Voters-
judge will decide first, and we'll see.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yeah.